Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're in the right place at the right time. Today is Sunday, and I'm here to invite you guys out to be with us this Tuesday, right here live on Facebook at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. As always, I like to encourage you guys to come out and hang out with me. And my guest this week will be none other than my brother in broadcasting, Mr. Chris Bays. And for those that have been following the show, you know, in the beginning, Chris and I used to hang out on the air quite a bit. And I am so excited to have my brother back on the air with me. Although we do share a microphone together on Thursdays on our Street News Now show. But we will be on my show on this week, and I'm so excited to have my brother come out. So you don't want to miss it. It's going to be fun. Need I say an adventure? No telling what might happen when us two get together. We have said in the past, or others have said in the past, that boy, it's trouble when we get together. So we hope we don't let you down. We will continue the trouble. I would like to do my shout outs and then continue on to my Black History moment for this week. The first thing I like to do is give a shout out to all of the healthcare heroes, the healthcare heroes that are on the front line fighting the diseases that exist and patching our loved ones back together and sending them back to us. I appreciate that. You know, I love it. You know, and I like to shout them out every chance I get. Every time I go on the air, I love to bring them, you know, the love that I can give them by mentioning them on the air each and every time. Also, I like to give a shout out to all of the pastors and the spiritual leaders that are on the front lines. They have an ear to hear what God is doing at a time like this, and we need to know what God is doing at a time like this, and they're the ones that can let us know. Special shout out to my spiritual leader, Dr. Hunt. Dr. Hunt has been keeping me informed for over 30 years, and I appreciate him for tolerating me for all of those 30 years. You know, so I think that he and I have had a special bond that has been leading and guiding me all of these years. If you want to know who Dr. Hunt is, go back to November the 30th when he was my guest on the show, and you'll get a chance to see him and know who he is. You can also go over to my website, ask-dr-ron.com, and you can find the YouTube tab that's listed at the top, and you'll be able to find his playlist, Dr. Hunt's playlist that's on my YouTube channel. Videos that go back to over 30 years ago. Okay. So he's been bringing out great words for over 30 years. So you will not miss out on understanding what's going on now because he's been giving that message for over 30 years. So go check it out. And also while you're over there, check out what's going on with all of my advertisers that are there. It's because of them that I'm able to do what I do here on the Ask Dr. Ron show. So please support all of my advertisers. Click on any of the banners or the flyers. It'll take you directly over to their website and you'll be able to understand what they do. So I have to say, this is a year now that we have been doing our Black History Moment for one solid year. We started 1 year ago, the last week in January, and we're continuing it on. We're not going to stop because we still have many, many more people to celebrate from our Black history. And today's Black History Moment is probably someone that you do not know. Miss Ruby Bridges. Ruby Bridges, at the tender age of 6, advanced the cause of the civil rights movement in November of 1960 when she became the first African American student to integrate an elementary school in the South. Born on September the 8th, 1954, Bridges was the oldest of 5 children for Lucille and Aban Bridges, farmers in Tylertown, Mississippi. When Ruby was 2 years old, her parents moved their family to New Orleans, Louisiana, in search of better work opportunities. Ruby's birth year coincided with the U.S. Supreme Court's landmark ruling in Brown versus the Board of Education, Topeka, Kansas, which ended racial segregation in public schools. Nevertheless, Southern states continued to resist integration, and in 1959, Ruby attended a segregated New Orleans kindergarten. A year later, however, a federal court ordered Louisiana to desegregate. The school district created entrance exams for African American students to see whether they could compete academically at the all-white school. Ruby and 5 other students passed the exam. So I think this was a very interesting and timely story. And I'm going to put the link to this story in the comments section so you can go directly to it and read it in its entirety. But this week, or last week, I should say, since today is Sunday, the Senate did not pass the voting rights bill. And I think that's a disgrace. I think that they should have passed it and not played politics with party lines, Republican against Democrats. They should have passed it. They all should have unanimously wanted fair voting across the board, coast to coast. So by them fighting against it and voting against it, we're now back at a Jim Crow era where things were where you had to have federal marshals to help a 6-year-old child just go to school in order to get an education. So we're back at that time. We're back in that era in time. So I would say, people be aware of what's going on because we are definitely in a time where, wow, not a good time. Okay. So that's my Black History moment for this week. I encourage you all to come out and hang out with me and my brother Bass on this Tuesday. This is not the show. This is the invitation to come check out the show. So there'll be information up on my website. It'll be information up on my YouTube where you can find everything easily. So we're going to get out of here. Let me throw this information up. I want you all to know where you can make contributions and donations. This is it. If you like to support the show, if you like what we're doing here, please support the show. Please support our sponsors. I want to thank all those that have made contributions on last week. Keep on sending your money. We appreciate you. Please go over to the YouTube channel. Please subscribe, like, and share. Please subscribe, like, and share. So we look forward to seeing you guys on Tuesday. Be safe and stay safe. Peace.